I'm going to walk you through again on 101 Awakening on your birth certificate rights. Remember, the House of Glass is the government that is holding the original birth certificate form that your mother filled out. The government instead gave your mother a new birth certificate card that you can represent to any of the service industries. Without a birth certificate, these industries will not service you at all. So let's go over how the birth certificate works and how it affects your life on a day-to-day basis. As a baby, you have a parent, male and female. Your mother sends to the government the completed birth certificate form that she filled out at the hospital. This is sent to the House of Glass. The House of Glass is your government. Once the government receives that birth certificate form, it will issue your parents a new birth certificate with a number on it. That number is your registration number within the House of Glass. You are defined as a person who will now be interacting with people. Your parents are people because there's more than one. From 0 to 18 years of age, you are under your parents' care. They are called the trustee, or the trusted person under the age of 0 to 18. Your government is called the trustor, or the trusted realtor of your soul or your person if anything happens to your parents. Because you are now registered inside the Glass of House, you are now the citizen. City means where you're going to be living, in what town or state. Zen means the slave. In other words, what town does the slave reside at? Citizenship means where does the slave reside, in what home or complex. In other words, the address of the slave. Your citizenship identification is important to all these service industries. Now let's call this government name called Canada, because every country has a name. We'll use Canada as an example. Remember the birth certificate form, the original form that your mother filled out and is now in the Glass of House? Because the government with the signed form is now able to utilize this and buy an investment on your behalf. So for every child born in every different countries of the world, the government opens a bond investment under your name, in lowercase the way it's shown. But you will notice on the birth certificate card that was sent to you by the Glass of House, your name is changed to all in uppercase letters. No longer the original way that your mother filled it out on the form, which is uppercase and lowercase. The uppercase is what all these industries will be now using to recognize you. So the birth certificate card or any cards that you use within the industry are called entity because they do not have any life to it. Unlike the birth certificate form that your mother filled out, it has all your data in it. It has your date and time you were born, and it has many different witnesses on it to see that you were actually a person, and a person delivered you as well. And other persons inside that room also witnessed the birth of yourself. Unlike these industries, they don't know who you are, your data, or any of your personal information. All they can link you to is the birth certificate number. That's it. And your capital names at all times. Because your government invested on a fund for you, it's generating income on a monthly or yearly basis. This is why from 0 to 18, the government will send your parent a monthly allowance and a child benefit. The monthly allowance that your parents receive is for taking care of you, for taking you to different service industries like the hospitals, the doctor appointments, to go clothes shopping, etc. Because the government of Canada created a registration under your name to buy the bonds, you now become the shareholder of this corporation named Canada. So whatever investment Canada put their money into, you are now generating that wealth as well. Remember, this applies to every government in every country of the world. So what kind of investment did your government invested your money into? Well, let's just say they created all these industries. Your government created many different kinds of industries in the market today. And they could be entertainment industry, food industry, liquor industry, chemical industry, banking industry, hospital industry, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Each industry has a set rules of law that's been imposed and mandated by your government. In order to become a member of any of this industry, you must attend their selective chosen schools in order to get your diploma in that specialized industry. So let's say you wanted to become a lawyer. There's the industry of law. Under the industries of law are many, what I call the subsidiaries of the law industry. They can be the lawyers industry, the judges industry, the police industry, the court industry, the paralegal, or the different kinds of bylaws. And below that, there could be many more sub-industries of the main industry. Okay? So depending on what kind of lawyer you want to be, you might be taking different schoolings in different industries. So you could be paying hundreds and thousands of dollars just to become a lawyer. Now remember, each of these industries have many sub-industries below as well. And sub-industries after that. So you could see that your investment is growing over time. Every one of these industries that generates money will create revenue for the glass of house, your corporation. Each one of those industries is subsidized by your corporation. In other words, anything that you see outside of you is your corporation. Anybody outside of you works for you because they work for your corporation. Are you getting this right now? Are you now imagining how rich you really are? Let me now take you to part 2, which will teach you how you are communicating to every one of this service industry and why they're not recognizing you as their boss. Remember, this fact were all hidden to us. We didn't know any better. We're just learning them now. When you learn how to deal with people based on direct-to-direct service, direct-to-service, and service-to-service industry, you will understand at the end of these presentations, however many parts there are, how you can avoid these industries of fake laws in your life. Because that's what they are. They're just fake. They don't exist. But you think they exist in your life. So welcome to Awakening 101.